What's up, people? Oh, it's Monday, just after 2 o'clock. Taking my lunch break at work. Feeling really foggy today. Didn't get much sleep. My cat was freaking out all night. I think it's the full moon. He did it the night before too, and last night was still pretty bad. And he just goes nuts. So yeah, a few hours of sleep. That's what I feel like. But I was thinking about some stuff, man, because a friend mentioned some numbers, and a lot of them were palindromes. So I'm like, what does that really mean? You know, when numbers are like that, when they're the same forwards and backwards. I've heard a lot of people online once in a while mention that, like, oh, that's special. It's like the same forward and back, you know, like, but why? Like, what is it? Like, I never really heard anybody say, like, any reason, like, why. And I never thought much about it either. And then today, I was thinking I should, because, you know, when we're thinking about Gematria or Gematria, how do you pronounce it? Gematria or Gematria, like a G, like a real G sound or a J? I like the J sound. Interesting word too, because the word GE is a very interesting word. It's the same word as JE, J-E-G-E. They're interchangeable. That gives you like geography, the earth. It gives you I, me, you, we, the literal I, like the eyes you see out of too. A lot of stuff like that. It's a very interesting word. But anyway, different subject. So about these palindromes, whatever you want to pronounce them. I thought about it a minute. I haven't put much thought into this yet, mind you, at all. Like, not really much. Like, I looked up the word, and it comes from, I forget the word already, the actual words that make it up. But it means to run forward and backwards, back and forth, to run. So that struck me right away. And it came from two words, like one that meant run and one that meant maybe back and forth. That might have been something like that. Don't quote me on that. But I thought right away, because I know the word run pretty well. Like, I do. Go figure, huh? But I happen to know the word run. And run comes from the word curse, C-U-R-S. Which is also gives us the word course, right? That makes sense. You run a course. Things run its course. And course also stems from or evolves into the same word, a carrier, right? Comes from an older word, C-U-R-R-E-R-E, I believe. I'm not real sure how to pronounce it. Courier or something. It looks like I see Erie in there, E-R-E, which is weird because I'm from Erie. And I'm talking about palindromes because also, like, my numbers in Gematria are all of them are them. My name's Roger, so R-O-G-E-R. And it comes out 27, 72, 63, 36, right? So, like, I'm thinking about that some. So, courier is a messenger, right? If you think about it, it's a messenger, a letter carrier. It's also some other weird words like a guide, tour guide, and some other strange words that I can't remember, I'm not very familiar with, like some British ones and stuff like that. But they looked interesting. I need to look at all of them, you know, when I'm not working here and have time. But it sounds to me, and that's what couriers do. They take messages back and forth. They run a course, right? Curse, to run back and forth. So I'm looking at these words, and palindrome is directly related to a messenger. To run back and forth, runs the same forward and runs forward and backwards. That's what I mean. It runs back and forth. So I believe that these relate. I think I may have just stumbled onto a meaning of what those actually mean, or is a messenger. And The other weird part of this, okay, get this, because my name is one, and then I'm thinking Roger, and Roger also means message received. Like, that's what, you say Roger that. Roger, that means the message was received. So that's weird, right? And it means some other stuff too. It means a lot of other things, like I've gone into much deeper than that. But it seems to relate. And there's been some weird stuff in my life, man. Like, there's been some strange kind of foresight in my life. There's been a point in time I thought maybe I was creating it. Like, I'm literally thought I'm losing my mind. Like, I'm thinking, like, am I creating this reality? Like, the whole fucking thing. Like, a lot of, like, the world. Like, the shit that's happening in it. These huge events and things, anyway. I mean, I want to take quarantine and COVID and the forthcoming first Trump presidency is one of the big ones. Like, something before that time frame there, something hit me hard. Words, man, like messages that kept coming to me where I couldn't even sleep and shit. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. I used to sometimes sit and write them down by hand. I got stacks of papers with like thousands and thousands of words written down that just all relate, like linked in a big chain, like one big, like, you know what I mean? Like, every one of them stems from the other kind of thing. Like, but I didn't know at the time I couldn't have told you anything about the fucking quarantine and the SPACs and the shots and the virus and the Trump going to be president. I couldn't have told you any of that stuff at the time. I didn't know what all these things coming to me were. Like, I didn't know what it was. I didn't take it that way to mean that way. But looking in hindsight, it was easy. Like, in hindsight, when I look at a lot of these things I'm writing down, I'm like, holy shit, it's all right here. Like, everything that was going to happen. Like, this is the shit that was coming to me. Like, the theme of it nonstop. Like, this is what it was. And it happened. So, like, I used to, like, debate. Did I do that? Was I, like, obsessed in that or something and focused that? And did I do that? Did I manifest that? Or was I just somehow, like, clairvoyant? You know what I mean? Was the other thing. Was I just somehow knew it was coming? But I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. So, but I obviously, it's too much to be a coincidence. I mean, the stuff that I wrote, it's way too much to be a coincidence. It's like I knew it was coming, man. I don't know. But, I don't know, man. Things to consider. And if there's any truth to this, what comes to me now? What did last night, what kept me up a lot of last night, besides my cat, while I was already up late before I even went to bed, is the words that keep coming to me the last few weeks or month or so. It's Bitcoin. It's all related to Bitcoin. So, if there's anything to that, I'm going to relay to you that I'm getting a very strong message, urgency of something big about Bitcoin. So, take it for what it's worth, people. Other than that, I ain't got much else right now. I'm tired, and I'm going to look into this stuff much deeper when I have energy and time and not at work. I'll explore it a lot more. I'm sure I'll have more stuff to add to it. But yeah, I think you can relate running back and forth to a messenger. And I don't know. I don't know what your number is, what your numbers are. So, but might be something to look at. Peace out.